The next generation of Quest headsets could be significantly different to what we know now, and that's because of the new Meta-LG partnership, where Meta hopes to use LG as a potential manufacturing partner of its next generation of Quests. But what does this even all mean? Well, it could lead to some crazy design changes as proposed by LG, and could potentially lead to a path in which Meta could just simply supply the software for all our future VR headsets. But that's not everything. From new insights into the V63 update, 2D apps coming to Quest, to a closer look at the future of mixed reality with a pair of Meta AR glasses. Strap in for this week's worth of VR news. There is a lot to cover in this video, and I want to start by talking about an incredible new update for everyone's favourite unofficial app. SideQuest just got an upgrade. You can now install the new version of SideQuest directly from your Quest, so no PC needed. And the new version of SideQuest comes with some handy new features. The most notably is now you can change your advanced settings directly inside your Quest. So things like performance, graphics, enhancements and resolution can now be all altered without the need for a PC. Just be warned though, messing around with these settings can lead to a factory reset if you're not careful. And keeping on the subject of unofficial apps and modding, it was speculated that the V63 update would remove the capability to mod inside your Quest, so Beat Saber music packs for example, but this was due to something called scope storage, and it was a change made by Android, not Meta themselves. In the PTC you lost access to the folder you'd use for modding, but it looks like the official V63 update fixes this issue. But that's not the only thing that comes with this update. The V63 update comes with some new experimental features. Lying down mode, airplay mode and USB microphones are new options available on the experimentals tab. Lying down mode essentially unlocks the fixed horizon your Quest gets when you reset your position, so if you look up and reset your position with this enabled, your entire Quest UI will be above you. But for some unknown reason this isn't available on the Quest 3, only the Quest 2 and Quest Pro, and the only reason I can think is the fact that the Quest 3 has the depth sensor, so the tracking could be slightly different and more complex. But at least this update comes with the long-awaited AirPlay mode, which will allow you to use VR inside moving vehicles. Also, it looks like Meta wants to take a stronger stance in regards to 2D apps on Quest. It seems they are now integrating 2D apps into the main Quest OS, with apps showing up on the Universal Dock. There has also been some drama in relation to this, with incorporating the entire Google Play Store into the Quest. But in order to incorporate this, Google wants to overhaul the Quest OS with something called Google Android XR, in which Andrew Bosworth went off on a rant, stating that Google Android XR was too restrictive and was threatening to fragment the ecosystem. And to be honest, in most recent years, the Quest is a relatively open system, and their openness to things like SideQuest and modding proves this. Hopefully in the near term we do get a Google Play integration, as that would be a solid response to the Vision Pro's 2D App Store. Now onto an upgrade to the Game Pass of the Quest. Quest Plus has always been a welcome addition to the store, but it's recently just seen an overhaul with more permanent additions to the catalogue. You can now choose from a library of 15 games on the Quest, and these are actually good titles like Red Matter, Walkabout Mini Golf and Demeo. I hope they continue to expand this, because paying for games can get really expensive quickly, and a fully fledged Game Pass system like what Xbox has would be perfect. But the Quest Plus subscription is a good start. Now let's move on to the official LG partnership. You might not know, but this isn't the first time Meta has partnered up with a manufacturer to help create headsets. The Rift S, for example, was made by Lenovo, but I want to slightly explore what this partnership could even mean, because I believe this could give us the headset we've all been looking for. LG has had significant interest in the XR space for some time, and even gave a talk about the future of VR and AR last year. But what does this partnership even mean? We could get access to more advanced display technology like micro OLED or micro LED, and LG are the experts in form factor, so this could again reduce the form factor of future Quests. In combination with Meta's holographic pancake design, we could see a future VR headset with the highest resolution and clarity we've ever seen in a headset. LG have an excellent OS system, and so finally we could see a proper media service coming to the Quest soon. So all the apps and features you'd expect from an LG TV should be available on day one. The manufacturing distribution channels of LG might also mean we get more bang for our buck, which could lead to better headsets with more expensive components at a cheaper cost. And the fact LG heavily distributes in the Asian market might mean the Quest enters a unsaturated market, especially now that Pico seems to be struggling. Both Meta and LG have excellent R&D, so who knows what they cook up behind the scenes. Meta has made some incredible progress with tracking systems, varifocal lenses and reverse pass-through technologies, and with the might of LG behind the next Quest, we might finally see some of these experimental additions come to the next Quest. This could be VR in its mass-adapted form, and something that's finally good enough to be that perfect portal into the virtual world, or that portable cinema. I'd seriously snap up a headset that is standalone that could give a comparable cinema experience for a decent price. But I do hope it's not too expensive, because the rumoured cost of the Quest Pro 2, which will be manufactured by LG, could be as high as $2,000. But keeping on the future of the Quest platform, you might be wondering where all this innovation leads, and it's with a pair of these glasses. They will be the VR and AR headsets of the future, and Meta has been paving the way for this future since the start. It's the same reason the Vision Pro even exists at all, to help create AR glasses, and now with several rounds of rumours, it's definitely clear that Meta plans to reveal their AR glasses at this year's Meta Connect. And not to overhype this, but Meta's CTO stated that their AR glasses were the most advanced thing we've produced as a species, if that's not overselling it. Unfortunately, it seems like we won't be seeing a commercial release of AR glasses anytime soon, with an expected shipment date of 2027, but this will be the first step in moving to a mixed reality world. Once AR is fully adopted, the world will never be the same again. Lastly, let's talk about two mind-blowing games on Quest to a company that, in my opinion, has the most promise when it comes to solving the VR locomotion problem. Available on App Lab now is probably one of the most realistic experiences you can have, and that's with something called Oniri Forest. This 3D mapped forest has one of the highest resolutions I've ever experienced, and the fact this runs on standalone is seriously impressive. But one thing that's interesting is, even though this is an incredibly higher resolution scene and looks very realistic, the lack of movement in the trees and leaves is really noticeable, and I think it goes to show that making a realistic scene is more than just resolution. But next is something I've been waiting for since what seems like forever, a mixed reality arcade game. Arcade Paradise VR just announced their new game releasing next month, and it comes with this incredible looking mixed reality mode where you can place arcade machines inside your own home. And for me, this is a dream come true, and I personally cannot wait to play this. Lastly, let's just talk about FreeaimVR, the company looking to solve the VR locomotion problem with these VR shoes. The guys behind FreeAim are doing a round of investment, so I just wanted to quickly highlight their work just in case any of you are interested. I've been following them for a while now, and they're making what looks like the most promising solution to VR locomotion. If you'd like to check them out, I'll leave the link in the description, and everything else I've talked about in this video. Thank you to everyone who watches this channel, and thanks to everyone who subscribes and likes these videos. It really is a pleasure to make content on what I'd consider to be the most exciting space to be in. I hope you liked today's video, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.